I was like so scared, like
Ella was not feeling super pumped about that. For those that are interested in Western life, bringing your Filipina back to your own country,
yes,
this matters, okay? Feel good, right? When you're doing a medical test and they come back and say, imagine you get a tuberculosis warning saying, oh, by the way, first time to the hospital and nothing too dire or drastic.
I feel like every time I go to hospital, I feel like I am sick.
Yeah.
Like even I am not sick, but the way I feel myself, like
Right.
I'm a sick person.
I see you holding your breath there. As soon as we entered it in, big deep breath. So,
Well, it's a hospital.
yeah, so this is one of the high-tech hospitals here. Lucky, I guess, that we're here.
If I'm gonna give birth to my baby, are we gonna come here?
Yeah, this is a public hospital. Actually, is it yeah, it's public. So it's a university hospital. So they do a lot of research here. So you might find some new techniques like how to, get the baby out faster.
Really?
I don't know.
Next, by the way, are we gonna go to Medicare?
Yes, we're going to go to Medicare. So this, guys, is the little update. Maybe it's not interesting for people about Philippines life, but for those that are interested in Western life, bringing your Filipina back to your own country, this matters, okay? So we are doing the partner visa process and all smooth sailing.
Yes.
And then we got some notice in the mail. Right? What did that say?
Notice from the mail.
Like everything was going smooth. We got our partner visa submitted. That means your bridging visa was granted.
Yeah.
And then they said, but go for your medical, right?
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And then the medical report said what?
Like I need to do again another medical.
Right. So basically, we went to this local. They send you out to do like local health screening, and it's all good. They take. Did they take your blood?
Yes, and they said, yeah, your blood is good, your lungs is good, but I'm not like the expert. And then they submit to some expert people, and they said after that I need to do another exam. They will examine my again, whatever is that.
And how did that make you feel at the time?
Nervous, scared, like, and then every time like I hear about that, I always feel like I am sick. I'm coughing, even I don't have cough. It's weird that.
Which way do we go? Up here. Yeah. Let's cross here. Quickly, faster.
They're faster than us.
Oh yeah, waiting for a couple cars here to go by. But anyway, that doesn't feel good, right? When you're doing a medical test and they come back and say, yeah, so about that results that you submitted, Ella was not feeling super pumped about that because that's the first time you've really done a full medical, right?
Yeah.
Is that right? In the Philippines, would you have done like a medical exam?
No, I did medical when I was like driving lesson, right? But it's not the medical that they were talking about.
Okay. So
I was like so scared, like I feel I'm sick again. Like what's wrong with me? I feel like my body is like weak. I feel like something on my body, but I don't understand. Maybe just because of scared about that information, and it affects my body and my mind. Yeah,
so like even just the idea of being something wrong inside just made you instantly like worried.
Yeah.
And even got sick maybe like a few days later.
Yeah.
Coughing and stuff like that. So, but she's fine.
I am fine.
No symptoms. That's the weird part, right? You go in, no symptoms. But then on the X-ray, it shows, oh, by the way, we're just something we're not sure about, which is a slight variation in some X-ray, chest X-ray.
Yeah.
And you know what it is, guys? They're screening for TB, tuberculosis.
Yeah.
And this is where it gets into sort of a.
I think every Asian country, every people who do that plan permanent visa, maybe they got like another exam for, TB, because they said Philippines is one of the tuberculosis area like that, but I don't have that. But it makes me scared. And maybe that's something that they saw on my lungs. Maybe it's just something that air or whatever. But they said I am completely healthy.
Yeah.
But there's something like a little spot.
And that's fine. Get a second opinion. But here's where it gets interesting. But the timeline. So you could have got instant approval, but the minute they have any kind of concern, not even concern, it might just be overcautious. I think that's what they're saying here. They just want to be double sure, overprotect, because you got national security at stake, national health care. You don't want tuberculosis outbreak, and in the end, you've never really had a... You had a medical, though, didn't you, in the Philippines before traveling?
No.
For tourist visa?
No.
No, okay. So maybe that's where there's a little bit of a loophole there.
Yeah, so let's just say if you have TB, they found out, they will not like cancel your visa. They will wait until you feel better because they will give you like a free treatment, right?
Yeah, so that's it. So that's the point, is not to worry. We thought, oh my God, this is going to affect
our visa.
Everything. The timeline, maybe it could be an instant rejection or a delay, something like that, reapply. No, they know you paid the money. They know that you have long-term plans here.
Yeah.
What it means is, and what I was thinking is the cost. I'm like, oh my God, now we're going to be on the hook for some kind of expensive treatment, basically.
Yeah.
We already paid $10,000 for the visa almost. So now we're going to be doing some kind of...
And the first medical's like almost $500 and then another again in a month.
That's true. We did have to pay that, right?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we paid
for that
medical.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Well, that's why I keep saying $10,000 because yeah, it's like the visa cost $9,000 plus medical $5,000. Good day. Hello, guys. So yeah, all that to say is that it's fine, but we were worried about having to pay for those out of pocket because in the healthcare system here, you know, I remember when we did COVID tests, you had to pay for your own test. You had to pay for the medical here. So I'm thinking, well, now we got to get specialist fees and everything. But here's the catch: it's a long delay, right?
Yeah. So like we applied for Medicare, but it's a really long delay. It's been like, I think 2 months. We applied November, and then it's already February. There is no like email or message that we received. So now we're gonna go there and submit this application. We submit this through email because they said that's the easy way, right? Yeah.
Let me just connect on the medical, on the chest X-rays and all that. We were waiting. We were referred to a specialist, right? But we couldn't just rock up to any clinic and say, yeah, we're here to get tested, double tested. You have to wait for them to contact you. Again, no way to check, no timeline or anything. Don't worry. Someone will get in touch. And guess what? Nobody got in touch. They just mailed us something, which is basically a little brown package with 3 sample kits in it saying, test yourself, spit in this thing 3 different days, and then bring it back to, you know, a couple different approved laboratories to do that. So, again, communication was piss poor, I'll basically say. And, you know, again, is it really that secure? Like, anybody could spit in the cups.
I know, right?
So, anyway, did the right thing. I was tempted to, like, give you my best spit, but...
No.
Of course, no, just do it the right way. Again, what we were saying is that the treatments are all paid for. So even if she does have something that needs to be, there's medicine for all that. And that's a good thing. You'd want to take care of it sooner than later, right? So other than that, I mean, pretty much.
I think I received that sample test like January 4, 6 or whatever.
Yeah,
and
so we were a bit nervous, weren't we? Because
I have a cough.
Yeah, so you're going to be judged on these spit samples. We happen to have, didn't we get COVID right around Christmas time?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was the kicker. We got COVID around Christmas time, or actually we didn't get COVID, sorry, but it was like we got tested negative, but we had a chest cough.
Yeah, chest cough, runny nose, headache.
So you think you want to submit that to the doctor?
No, you don't want.
Jesus. So of course we just like, well, let's just get that fully clear. We don't have any headaches. You know, come back for a 3rd try.
We waited for like 1.5 weeks.
So it doesn't affect the visa timeline. You've been home, you've been happy, you've been out. You can see us out living our life, healthy, no symptoms.
Yeah.
But guys, tuberculosis screening is a thing. Here is the kicker. If you're applying offshore, imagine if you were offshore.
Offshore.
And they have processes, they have medical.
Yeah.
All those things we're doing now has to be done offshore. Imagine
I will do that alone.
Imagine you get a tuberculosis warning saying, oh, by the way, and then where you're going to go? You're going to go somewhere in Manila, and guess what? You're waiting outside the country even longer. So what this does, this little delay, we might have been faster to approve for the partner visa, which means you could be permanent resident.
Yeah.
You could, it doesn't mean much because you're here and you're enjoying life. But we have this restriction where we can't leave the country.
Yeah, but...
at all.
Yeah, but there have
right
some options. We have these options like if you want to leave the country, you should apply for bridging visa B.
Yeah, that's it. But another fee, and maybe they deny it. You only get one shot at that. You know, so, and they have to give reasons. So your liberties are just tied down. Fair enough, we want to get you here and settled.
Yeah.
And we're willing to wait. But that little medical delay easily pushed your application to the bottom of the line. So now we're waiting. But if you're out of the country,
that's really hard.
It's going to add that timeline onto your additional wait. So if you're already waiting for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years.
It's going to add, like, let's say if you have tuberculosis, they will wait until you like get treatment. Imagine it's like in 6 months or more than that. Oh my God, it's gonna add for waiting on your visa.
So the smarter thing for them to do, hopefully, if somewhere someone is looking out for this, pre-screen, test yourself in advance. If you're going to do partner visas, you should kind of be able to say, oh yeah, go to the local clinic, show us that you don't have TB, whatever the other. Otherwise, you tack it on to the end, it just drags it out.
Yeah.
Crazy. Offshore applications just sound like the worst possible thing you could do.
Yeah.
Get a tourist visa, get into the country, get a student visa, get into the country.
So imagine like if you
do
apply,
it onshore.
Yeah, it's just the same like if offshore or onshore, like let's say offshore, that person like are waiting but you are separate. Much better to be like come in the Australia as a tourist and apply for permanent visa, and then at least even like you're waiting, at least you have this bridging visa, which is like you can stay until your visa will approve.
Yeah. So that's where we're at. Hopefully that's helpful. Honestly, we looked at so many different things about the tourist visa.
Yeah.
This never came up in any discussions, any forums, any visa experts. No one said anything about medical delay. You know, yes, you want to be healthy. Yes, you're going to do a checkup. But the fact that you're waiting, get a second opinion. That's all normal, and it varies from person to person. Some people, but I think what it is, the Filipinas or Filipinos in general, you're exposed to a certain, environment.
Yeah.
You got pollution. Now you're from the province, but once upon a time you were in Manila there.
Yeah.
You're riding jeepneys in Legazpi. You got pollution breathing in all day.
Yeah, especially like Manila.
So you're gonna have a certain tinge to your lungs,
it's not
right?
like TB, maybe just like from like polluted air.
But according to the Australian standard, the Australian doctor, maybe it looks a little different. So for you to get those super clear, transparent X-rays, that's according to the Australian standard. So that's all we can say, guys, is that it's different, and thankfully they cover the cost here, and it's really a no worries type thing.
Yeah.
We're thankful that the Australian system covers that.
Yeah, I think the treatment is free.
Exactly.
That's a good idea if you applied here as a permanent visa, and then let's just say you have that thing, or that
if you need TB treatment, that's a serious disease.
You will have a free treatment.
And it's pretty much banished. It's pretty much gone in all these Western countries. This is a long time ago. Population phase, it got healed, right?
Yeah, but they will treat you.
But in some populations, I'm not sure which other countries, but in Philippines, you can look it up. It's known to be there's sort of this residual TB in the population, but you never had symptoms. You never had anything to worry about.
No.
I'm glad that you're in a country where they have advanced medical technology as well. Philippines has it too. But you're being tested, so that's it. We'll test anything else you want to test?
Yeah. I'm not past my family. Maybe I am pregnant.
Wow. Well, I mean, that would is that going to add a delay? Well, that's going to be another plane ticket for
sure.
If
not, we need to check up. Like, Doc, can you tell us on why we haven't still a baby? We've been trying.
Oh, I'm sure they're not going to pay for that cost. But anyway, you got a free tour of the hospital. What did you think overall?
I just like a little bit like careful because I don't want to get sick because of that hospital. That's the first thing that I don't really want to visit or go that hospital.
Well,
I feel like it makes me sick.
They have
not sick physical but mental.
That hospital's first class. They have like cafes. They've got everything's brand new.
Yeah.
Great staff, great attitude. It's a university hospital. A lot of new graduates come there. It's associated with Griffith. And so a lot of the medical students are doing their internships and practicing. So they're good attitude, good, they're just nice.
Yeah.
And everything's brand new. So it's a little gem here on the Gold Coast. Everyone knows about it. If, emergency rooms, you go down there, get everything fixed up really quick. It's a great system. If anybody out there from Canada, how's that healthcare system in Canada working out for you? There's wait times also.
Yeah. So
anyway, let's pack it up. It's bloody hot.
This video. So guys, if you get any ideas about our video for today's, I hope just give us comment, like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell.
And if any visa questions on anything, just jump on into any video or just choose a video related to visa stuff.
Just email us,
Yeah. We're doing some extra support for those detailed cases. So hopefully that's helpful, guys.
Bye.